Hey there, on this episode I'm going to teach you how to draw with a scroll liner brush. This particular brush is a Kafka Zero. Now there's a lot of good scroll liners on the market. I just happen to be using this one on this project. We'll also be using one-shot enamel. There are other enamels on the market and I've used them. They're good products just as well. I just happen to be using one shot on this particular project. I'll also be using something I call half and half. I've learned that it works really well for me in this hot environment in Las Vegas. Half and half is half lacquer thinner and half flow enhancer. I mix them half and half in these chemical resistant little bottles that I get off the internet. Now here's a quick note. Do not put lacquer thinner in regular plastic. I guarantee you it will eat through there and you'll have a mess all over the place. I also always palette on these little cards whenever I take little cars out, and I'll show you in the video. The main thing about paletting is that you want to keep that brush moving through the paint. You want every fiber on the brush to have a little bit of this paint on there, and the reason is whenever you start around a corner it lubricates them against each other and they'll bend and they'll go however you need them to go. Most of the time when I'm drawing on this with the scroll liner, I'm using the tip of the brush, which you'll see in the video. If you've never tried it, give it a try, and you may end up really liking it. I know I sure do. Anyways, let's get started. So what I do is I start with just a couple of drops of the paint. I'll go back and forth. A lot of times what I like to do is kind of twirl the brush, especially whenever I'm doing these drawings. Drawing on the tip of the brush, if you twirl it, it kind of causes that paint to not glob up. This is the part I like. I call it dancing the bristles. Not really, I just made that up. You can see how the paint is getting in between every bristle. So whenever you go to start around a corner, those bristles work off each other. Put a little bit in one of these small Dixie cups. You want the consistency fairly wet. You just don't want it too wet. And I don't know how to explain it other than you'll learn to feel the pool. As I'm drawing with the tip of the brush, see, it flows really well down the brush and out. It just takes practice to get that. Okay, let's dance them bristles one more time.
Want to share with you one YouTube secret I learned. Want to share with you one YouTube secret I learned.
Hey, thanks for watching my short tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. The best way to get good at anything is just to get out there and get after it. And remember, practice, practice, practice. Rob Rocket, over and out.